Another key mindset of inspiring culture leaders is they have a mindset of abundance. They think about the entire picture. And let's face it, we're talking about culture here. Culture is about everything within your organization. So you have to adopt a big picture mindset if you are going to be an influential, inspiring culture leader. At the frontline level, we see this still all too often, and I hope it drives you nuts as much as it drives me nuts when you hear a frontline person utter those words, "That's not in my job description." Oh, that's a culture issue, and that's an issue that relates exactly to what I'm talking about here, because when frontline employees have that mindset, it's not in my job description, they're thinking about their narrow little piece of the pie, the narrow little piece of the puzzle. Nope, these are my duties. This is, just leave me alone. I don't want to get involved in anything else. If you're going to build a rocking great culture, you have to smash that mindset as best as you can. I'm pretty sure that's why dinosaurs died out, because, it just wasn't in their job description to keep going. I don't know. Same thing happens at a managerial level, though, as well. That's how we get into turf wars and that silo mentality where we don't cooperate with other teams in our workplace, which we're going to talk about in later modules because it's such a huge issue. But by the nature of how managers define their roles, it's easy to see how managers sometimes just think about their piece of the pie and not the entire pie, or their stand of the forest, and they don't see the entire forest through their little stand of trees because they have their budget, their people, their resources. This is mine. And they run the risk of not thinking about what's best for the entire organization. Inspiring culture leaders think about the entire organization, what's best for the entire organization first and foremost. The wonderful book, Tribal Leadership, which I have listed in your recommended reading guide, illustrates this beautifully, where they talk about these different levels of leadership, going to the highest, what they call leadership level 5, where leaders have a true mindset of abundance, where they think in true win-win ways, where what's good for me can also be good for you, and what's good for you is also good for me. We have to mentor and train all of our employees to adopt that mindset if we are going to be successful at building a rocking great culture, if you are going to be successful at building a rocking great culture.